Module 5, Your Sales Message. Once you've created a product, you now have an asset you can market and sell over and over again for profit. The first thing now you have to decide is how you're going to present your product to your market. Also, keep in mind that you can create your sales message first based on market research, then create your product to match your sales message if you want. This can ensure that your product is more focused and targeted to your market. If you do create your product first, you may find you'll discover ways to enhance it as you write your actual sales letter. Just make sure you're not endlessly going back and making changes and enhancements. Either way is fine. Experiment and find out which order you prefer. Regardless of the order you choose, you need to realize that there are 3 main selling points you should be focusing on when presenting your sales message to your market. Number 1, the offer. The nature of your offer pretty much always has a lot to do with your level of success. Sure, there are some people who can sell a refrigerator to an Eskimo, but for the most part, having a solid offer that particularly sells itself is the way to go. This is why market research is so important. As long as you're giving your market something they already want, you should have no problem making sales as long as your sales message is decent. Proof that it works. People are conditioned to be skeptical when it comes to information products. How many times have you seen offers promising a 6-pack of abs in 2 weeks and simply chuckled and moved on? How many times have you seen an internet marketing offer promising over $200,000 in your first month and simply dismissed it as a get-rich-quick scheme? I'm sure you've heard the saying, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And that is no truer when trying to sell an info product. You're selling information. You have to prove that it is accurate, useful, and true. There are several ways to do this, which vary depending on your niche and the nature of your product. Written testimonials, video testimonials, very powerful, screen caps of success using your product, video demonstrations of your product in action. Give away a chapter of your ebook or one of your videos or MP3s for a free sample. Getting authority figures in your niche to vouch for your product. Anything you can think of to actively show your target market that your product does indeed work will greatly enhance your sales. Scarcity. Scarcity is a huge factor when it comes to selling info products, due to the fact that people are natural procrastinators, especially when it comes to buying stuff on the internet. You got to give them a reason to act immediately and buy your product. Injecting scarcity into your sales message is a great way to get people to make an immediate decision and purchase your product. This is because you will be playing onto their natural fear of loss. There are several ways to inject scarcity into your sales message. Limited time bonus offers, limited time discounts, taking the product off the market after a set amount of time, limited number of products available. The good thing about these elements of scarcity is the fact that you can swap them in and out with each other. When one element of your scarcity expires, you can simply add another to ensure you're constantly using scarcity in your sales message. Your sales letter. Unless you go the route of digital publishing, you're most likely going to need a sales letter to sell your product. Writing sales copy is a specialized skill that can't be learned overnight, so you may want to hire a professional to do this for you. If you want to do it yourself, make sure you have a thorough understanding of the basic principles of copywriting. You may even want your sales thread critiqued in the copywriting subforum on the Warrior Forum before it goes live if you're unsure about it. Here is a quick breakdown of what a good sales letter should contain. Attention-grabbing headline stuffed with benefits. List of strong benefits early on in the sales letter. Testimonials. Proof that your product works. Scarcity. A thorough product description. A healthy amount of hype. Strong calls to action. It's also good if your sales letter can connect with your prospects on an emotional level. Many people buy with their hearts. Their brains simply justify the purchase. Any product typically either reduces pain, increases pleasure, or sometimes both. You can connect emotionally with your potential customer by identifying their problems and explaining how your product is going to solve those problems, or by explaining how your product is going to make their lives better. In a way, you aren't selling a product so much as the idea of the product. Get your potential customers to fantasize about what it's already like to own your product and how great their life will be because of it. They will in turn be emotionally compelled to purchase that fantasy.